Hello and welcome back to my craft room. It's been an absolute age since I did anything in my Snotter book. So I've got a couple of hours. I've decided today's the day. I'm going to have a go at this page. So this is pages 14 and 15. This is not a book. This is an annoyance. Do several things to this page to make it annoying. For example, make it sticky, write an insult, etc. Well, there are so many things in this world that I find annoying. It annoys me if I get jostled in the street. It annoys me if someone gets in my way when I'm in a hurry. I find certain smells annoying. I hate sticky things. I find those annoying, especially if it's on my hands. I even find certain colour combinations annoying, like orange and maroon together actually makes me feel almost physically sick. Bad punctuation, especially superfluous apostrophes where they didn't ought to be. I'm very easily annoyed, but the biggest annoyance for me is always a noise, intrusive noise of any kind. If I can hear someone else's music on their headphones on the bus, it just makes me want to, it brings out the worst in me. Next door's dog barking, my husband snoring. Noise is the worst thing. Noise is the biggest annoyance, but the most annoying noise of all is the sound of other people eating. I've got a real thing about it, and I don't like other people hearing me eating either. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to switch you down to desk cam now. If you're still watching, after realising, if you still want to watch me, now you know how antisocial I am. I'm going to switch you to desk cam. Okay, so here's the page, and I've got an idea for how to sort of portray this particularly annoying annoyance. What I'm going to do is make this kind of very simple pop-up idea. I've just done a rough one with this scrap paper, and it's going to end up looking like a mouth, which is going to be full of scrunched up crisp packets because they're the worst thing. And then I'll probably put words around the outside saying chomp, squelch, munch, guzzle, you know, all those. Ugh. First thing I'm going to do is get this page ready. I've got some extra noisy bags. It's even more annoying if it's in the cinema. I actually don't go to the cinema. I haven't been to the cinema for years. I can't bear it. Because, well, I might get jostled. There may be smells that I can't get away from. But mainly, there's almost certainly going to be someone next to me with a whole bucket of popcorn. So, moving on. My son Tom is the same. It's exactly the same as me. And we can't even enjoy eating ourselves if we think we can hear each other eating, so we have to find something loud to put on the telly before we start. It all sounds so silly when I say it out loud, but you know, it's a serious problem. Seriously, big scissors. I'm not going to bother measuring anything or whatever. I'm just going to cut there a little slot right in the middle. Let's make it a bit bigger. And then I'm going to fold. I'm just folding it so that's kind of more or less a straight line there. This is quite stiff, this paper, compared to the one I use for my mock-up, so really good. And I partly use this paper because I want to use my paint pens to colour it all with. I want to use my paint pens and possibly these highlighters that I got in the pound shop. They weren't £1. I think they were like £2 or £3. I can't remember now. It's very annoying that they should change the name of that place. call it bargain land or something. It's not a pound shop anymore, when most of the things in there aren't a pound anymore. That's another annoyance. When I grow up, I'm going to be a grumpy old woman. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so now the trick now is to reverse the folds. So I've reversed the folds here so that it all pops up nicely. There we are, that worked perfectly. Let's keep this in case I might want those extra bits, and I can go in the bin. Right. Now I just stapled them on for quickness, but I think I'm going to use extra strong tape for the real thing. Oh, it still comes in there. Ugh, how annoying. Right, it's probably going to be easier to do the wording and stuff before I put these bits in, isn't it? Let's have a pencil. So, mark it there and there. I'm sure there must be a more organised scientific way of doing this. That was me sneezing. That's a very quiet sneeze. Another thing that really annoys me is very loud sneezing and nose blowing. I mean, why? It's not necessary. Right. Just so I can get a rough idea of where I'm going to put my words. People being late, that's another thing. I'm always early for everything. People being late and wasting my time. That's annoying. I could have filled the whole book with annoying things. Okay, so that's all ready. Now I just need to pencil out some words. Another annoying thing I find is repetitive music on YouTube videos, especially when I've been binge watching a whole lot of them and the tune gets stuck in my head. So I'm going to do a voiceover instead, and you can listen to my waffle. There, it's all penciled out. I'm just going to colour it all in now. I've done the words all big and they'll be big and loud and shouting. I hate big loud shouting people. They annoy me too. I could try some of these out down the side, can't I? Yes. Okay. Yes, let's do the letters in colours and then I can do outlines with black. And of course, if you don't want to listen to my waffle, I won't be offended if you want to hit the mute button and play your own music to listen to instead. See, that's annoying. That's going in the bin. Let's try one of these, shall we? They look nice. Yeah, these highlighter pens from the Poundland were actually surprisingly really good. Quite nice to use. I'll definitely get them again. Wish I could remember how much they were, so I could tell you. Yeah, so I'm just filling in all of the words in bright, leery colours now. The brighter and louder, the better. Look at that fleur. So once the colours are all done, I'm going to start adding some black to make those colours pop. Right, I'm going to finish colouring in my big loud shouty words, and I'm just going to fill in all the background in black now, I think, So there's no need for you to sit and watch through that. I will come back and see you in a minute when it's all done. Well, it was proving much too annoying to try and colour in that entire background, and I have swapped to this Writer for Vellum Zig pen that I got in my school box last week, because it just seems to work much better on this paper that I'm using. It's actually Bristol board I'm using. So now I've switched to just kind of outlining the letters and perhaps adding a bit of a drop shadow rather than colouring the whole thing in, because I'll be here all day. And it is, after all, just a page in, but not a book, not a work of art. Yeah, one of the best things about working in this little book is that you just don't feel at all precious about it. It's not important. It's not gonna, it's not gonna bother me if a page goes a bit wrong. I can just have a bit of fun and just try out all sorts of different pens and things, all sorts of strange ideas. I just want every page to end up sort of colourful and fun in the end, really. I think that's that bit done. That'll look alright once this all trimmed off. So the tricky bit, sticking these things in such a way that they are crumpled up and will move and make a bit of noise. I think I'm just going to start by putting some lengths of the tape around here. I always press this tape down really well like this, just sort of burnish it with the paper folder or something similar, partly because it makes it stick better, but also it just makes it easier to get that annoying backing paper off. Football, look, that's another annoying thing. Football, even the sound of it. I used to live quite near to the football ground in Norwich, and when they had a big match on, I could hear it from my garden. Lovely sunny afternoon, ruined by the sound of a football match. Annoying. Right, now let's use my big scissors to trim the excess bits off. These long scissors are nice when you're trying to get a straight line. It's just easier to get a long, straight, smooth line if you've got long scissors. There we go. So I am done. Let's see what it looks like when we open it. This poor book's getting very fat now. Right, so yes, that says it all for me. Well, let's put you back up to. So I'm all done. Here's my finished page. Hope you enjoyed watching that, and also finding out what a grumpy old woman I am. I hope you come back and join me again really soon. Bye!